We decided this summer that we were going to work with MetaBronx, which is an organization that does some interesting work on innovation and entrepreneurship in the South Bronx. We have, I think, an obligation to work in collaboration with other organizations that may be educational organizations or social ventures that are trying to improve the life of people in the Bronx.
MetaBronx is a not-for-profit organization and entrepreneurship education program that works with startups that are owned and operated either by women or a member of a cultural minority.
That's what happens when you are an entrepreneur. You are literally creating the ideal home that you wish you had.
The idea has always been the only way a community like this changes is if people from different backgrounds really start putting their heads together.
As far as the space itself, 4,500 square feet, essentially a complex of production spaces that include media studios, so audio, video, photography, art and design, and then software engineering spaces, more traditional desk with computers.
My name is Elias Gabriel, class of 2017, co-founder and software engineer of the Glass Files. I noticed that a lot of the goals that MetaBronx has in terms of innovation and outreach and exploring the community are shared with a lot of the goals that Riverdale has as an institution. Last summer, I had the opportunity to help teach one of the nomads that Riverdale does. One of the places that we visited was the Glass Files.
The Glass Files is a technology company. We build software that enables families and individuals to tell their stories and connect them with history.
Part of the connection between me and Philip has been creating an ecosystem that feeds all parts of a place like the Bronx, where there's people of low economic circumstances, and then people who have made it, left the Bronx, and have come back to help take advantage of technology. What we feel like is technology is the leveling of the playing field, and here we're trying to create an ecosystem that brings in people from all over.
Base is a New York City public school. We specialize in software engineering.
I wanted to do this program this summer for opportunities that I can be able to use my skills, which is into film and editing, as well as to make some extra cash for the summer. My father was pretty happy that I'm getting the experience.
I was teaching a mini course on improving the learning processes for kids in schools, and Linnea and Ellie came up with this idea of Hatch, which is a micro-mentoring platform.
MetaBronx has been very, very helpful in helping us develop the steps we need to take to get this startup off the ground.
We're hoping to bring this idea to schools or places that don't have these resources, who maybe can't just reach out to a successful doctor or a lawyer or something.
I love coming together with people from different backgrounds because you always learn something new about the world and also about yourself.
Riverdale Country School is the first private sponsor of this program. Riverdale is like this special case, right? Because it's in the Bronx, but the economic situation is totally different.
One of the interesting questions for schools like this are, how can we play a more significant role in many, many more people's lives? And it may not mean that they're coming here on this campus and they're spending every school day here. I think that's an interesting question for us to be asking, and I'm hoping that we can democratize the Riverdale experience so that more and more people will have a chance to involve themselves in it. And the MetaBronx experiment is really just part of that broader idea.